Hey bookaholics, welcome to another video. So today I'm doing my April wrap up and May TBR. This month was awful for reading. To be fair, I started 2 new jobs this month and I'm still getting used to the new hours. Last week I worked 52 hours, so I had barely any time to read, let alone finish a book. So I finished 2 books this month. The first one I finished is This Savage Song by, what's the person's name? By Victoria Schwab. Now, I really did enjoy that book. It took me a little while to get into it because the world was unfamiliar and I wasn't too sure what was going on exactly. But once I figured it out, I really loved it. And I'm so excited to read the next one. And that was the first book I read this month. I think I finished it like the beginning of April, and then I started reading another one, which I was really enjoying. I was loving it, and then the hype just kept going down. I don't even know why. I have no idea why that happened. I really wanted to read this book and absolutely love it, but Heartless by Marissa Meyer just did not happen. I got so close to finishing it, like I'm really close to the end, but then I don't know if my expectation, like what I was expecting to happen, it just didn't happen, and then everything, it just didn't go in what I thought it was going to go, and then I just lost interest, and then I just stopped reading, and then I went on to other books, and I just never went back to this. And I'm so disappointed in myself, mostly because I just didn't get right back into the story and finish it. Like, I'm so close! Why didn't I finish it? Why didn't I finish it? It just didn't happen. I don't know if I'll ever go back to it. I want to. I kind of do. I just don't want to. I don't know. I gotta get back into it, but I just don't feel like it, so... The next book I actually finished was Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella, and it did take me longer to read this one considering it's not even 300 pages, but I did finish it. It was my second book I finished this month, and I was so excited I finished a book. And it was one of the shortest books I've read this year. I really loved it. It was really good. It dealt with anxiety very well, I felt. The main character went through a very traumatic experience with bullying, and she just went into this anxiety mode where she doesn't want to deal with people besides the people she knows, like her family. Even her family, she doesn't really feel all that comfortable making eye contact with. And it's just really good. She starts to kind of get out of her shell when she meets Linus, and it's just really cute. And I love the family. I loved her mom and dad, and I also loved her brothers, especially her older brother, because he's just so quirky and was just so funny in this book. So was her mom, and I just really loved it. It was very funny. I laughed out loud many times. I love Sophie Kinsella. I read all her other books, besides, I guess, her series, The Confessions of a Shopaholic. I read that one, but every other standalone book that she's written, I read all of them, and I love them. I was so excited to read this one, and it really lived up. So that was the second book I finished this month. And I started a new one, haven't finished this month. I will finish it this May because I've got to pick up my game. My reading has been horrible this month. But I started reading The Unexpected Everything, and I'm loving it. And I will definitely finish it in May. If I don't, I will be very disappointed in myself. That would be so funny if I just don't finish it. What is wrong with me? So that was the other book I started reading. I just haven't finished it. So that's my wrap up. What a crappy month. Now let's get on to my TBR. So, as I said, my first TBR this May is The Unexpected Everything, which started in April, but just haven't finished yet. And I'm hoping I finish in May, and I'm loving it so far. So that is the first one I'm going to finish in May. My next book I want to read this month is To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I'm so excited for this one. I've been wanting to read it forever, and I'm so excited to get into it and see what all the fuss is about. So this is the second book I'm planning on reading this month. Another book I plan to read this month is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I'm really hoping it won't be another copy of my Heartless read because that would be awful. But this is another book I want to get into. I want to get into the series, and I'm hoping I could read the whole series this month, but I really doubt it. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do want to start the series. The next book I want to read this month is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm so excited for this series. The new book comes out May 2nd, which when I put this video up, it will be out. And I'm so excited for this book, and I want to get into the series because so many people have been praising it, and so many people are so excited for this next book, and I've been seeing other people who read the second book and they are so in love with it. I'm so excited to get into the series. I know it is like a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I love Beauty and the Beast. So I really want to read this book this month so I can really catch up on the hype and find out what all the fuss is about. The last book I plan to read this month, because I'm not going to give myself a really big reading month because this month was terrible that I have no idea what to expect of this month. So I'm going to limit it down to 5 books to read this month. So the last book I plan on reading this month is The Wrong Side of Right by Jen Mary Thorne. I just really want to check this one out because I've been on a contemporary kick and I want to really get into these contemporaries as well. I'm loving The Unexpected Everything, and they're not exactly the same, but they both have a very strained relationship with their father, which kind of connected this book with that one. So I'm really hoping I will enjoy this book as much as I'm enjoying The Unexpected Everything and really get into this novel. So that is the last book I plan to read this May. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below the books you read this month and plan to read in May. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Check them out at the social media accounts, so my Facebook, Twitter, and Goodreads. I will put them in the link down below. I make a video every Thursday. I'll see you guys next video. Bye!